Welcome back from that break. Let's continue with the rest of the bulletin. Now, some civil society organizations have criticized political party supporters who show up at debates to only ask praise-singing questions rather than critical questions to help voters decide on who to represent them, as not helping the overall intention of the organized debates. The program's coordinator at the Friends of the Nation, Agyei, who said this, also added that immeasurable and unsubstantiated responses given by some candidates all do not help the voters.
The National Commission on Civic Education, NCC, and Friends of the Nation, with support from the CDD, European Union, Oxfam and GOGIC, has so far organized 8 parliamentary debates across the Western region and is continuing to the Central region. After recording mixed attendance by candidates in the initial 6 constituencies, the last 2 debates at Sekendi and Eskado-Ketan constituencies witnessed the participation of all parliamentary candidates. A monitoring and evaluation officer from CODIO, Samuel Baye, described the debate as successful so far.
So far, my general conclusion will be that the debate has been successful in the sense that we've had most of the parliamentary candidates being present, and the key issues that the constituents in all these 5 constituencies were faced with, we've asked them and they've given their plans to address these issues.
A programs coordinator at the Friends of the Nation, Agyei, however, thinks some of the questions and responses from candidates didn't help the overall objectives.
We were hoping that the audience could have asked some critical questions, especially when we do the open forum. Sometimes they come to sing praises to their candidate rather than questioning them. So that has been a few of the issues, and then their responses varied. Some aspirants were able to provide some, satisfactory response. Others were not able to provide so much response. I think for some of them, this is the first time they are aspiring, so you can give them the excuse. But for others, we expected more maturity in some of these debates. For instance, you see, for some of the questions, we were expecting that they would give measurable answers that we can hold them to. But most of the time, they give very generic answers. Oh, like maybe if I go to Parliament, I'll support a policy that would bring jobs and things like that. But specifically, what they could do for the constituency and things like that, it has not been measurable that we can hold them to.
Talking of responses, this is how the Eskado-Ketan candidate of the NPP, Jogate, who made wild allegations that the fisheries industry had collapsed, justified his position.
I don't know where you live, but if you live on the coast, I don't have to tell you what I mean. If you go to Sekendi beaches now, you'll see that you don't get fish to buy. If you get it, it's very expensive. You will see that the premix is very expensive. You will know that the price of outboard motor is very expensive. The fishing industry, I shouldn't say, talk to the fishermen, they'll tell you it has collapsed.
Reporting for Versatile News, I am Agyei Annim, Esikado.
Now, the Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection, Nana